So OpenAI just dropped a bombshell, right? They just released a 60-page document that takes you through how 700 million people actually use ChatGPT. And the findings are, let's say, quite surprising. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to be walking you through and breaking down my top 5 insights from this report. Stick around to the end, and I'll also show you what this means for the future of work. And also, if you're a leader in a business or you're just interested in knowing, I'm also going to be taking you through what you can do to stay ahead and not get left behind by this major disruption that's AI. Personal wins over professional. Let's start with the most surprising statistic from this report. 73% of ChatGPT usage is personal, not professional. That means that nearly 3/4 of people, 3/4 of the 700 million people on ChatGPT aren't using it for work. They're asking it to help with personal tasks like hobbies, creative projects, and everyday problems. And here's the thing, that gap is growing. Now, why does this matter? If you're a business leader, this means that there's still a huge untapped opportunity to train and empower your people to use AI for work, because most people are simply not doing it yet. The second big insight for me out of this report was the fact that writing dominates, but we're just scratching the surface. So writing is the number one use case. Most people are using ChatGPT for writing and search. Think emails, essays, and brainstorming. So it's easy to think that, okay, it's just school children, university students that are using ChatGPT to write essays or to do their assignments. But people are mostly using ChatGPT every day to write emails and to brainstorm key ideas. But here's what people don't realize is ChatGPT can do so much more. It can be your sales analyst. You can use ChatGPT to write the copy for your website. You can use it as your account manager to help you manage different clients, different accounts. You can use it as your business strategist to help you decide how you can grow and scale your business. You can even use it as your intelligent strategic partner. I remember when OpenAI rolled out ChatGPT 5 and Sam Altman was talking about the progression in ChatGPT, saying it started off as being like that smart high school friend that was ChatGPT 3, and then ChatGPT 4 was like your smart, intelligent college friend who could help you here and there and sometimes wasn't really interested. And then he said ChatGPT 5 is like a college professor. It's like having a college professor right there in your pocket whom you can quiz and ask you to help you. So there's so much more that ChatGPT can do, and it's not surprising that people are just using it mainly for writing. That's the number one use case. So what does this mean? I think for me, it just means that writing is where the future kind of lies at the moment. So just not replacing typing, but augmenting decision making and business strategy. So there's more that can be done with ChatGPT. Hey, if you're still here, thanks for watching this video. Before I go further, I just wanted to let you know that I am an artificial intelligence transformation partner, and I'd love to work with you. So if you're a small to medium-sized business and you're not sure how you could leverage AI to work more efficiently and even to make more revenue, then I encourage you to click on the link in my description. And within 48 hours, I can do an AI audit of your business and give you some recommendations on how you could best leverage artificial intelligence. So I hope to see you on the other side. The third insight is search is changing. So information seeking is now the second most popular use case for ChatGPT. So instead of Googling, more people are asking large language models directly. So this shift is massive. This week I've been listening to a lot of videos by Neil Patel, who is the owner of npdigital.com, and he's been talking a whole lot about why should you optimize for keywords when customers don't even search that way anymore. Like customers are more having conversations with large language models before they make a decision to purchase, or they're investigating more about the product before they buy, and they're more likely to be doing this within ChatGPT than within Google itself. I think there are various opinions towards this, but Neil Patel is such a guru in this space, and he's been talking more about the weight that's there in the traffic that comes from the large language models, because a lot of people are now searching in terms of a conversation than just by using keywords. I'm going to be looking into this a lot more, but just listening into what Neil Patel's been talking about, it's about how can you optimize for AI citation. So if your business depends on organic traffic, search engine optimization, SEO alone won't cut it anymore. You need to think about what's called Generative Engine Optimization. So that's the process of optimizing your content so that AI models can surface it inside tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity. The fourth insight that I really enjoyed out of this report is the gender flip. Now, here's a fascinating cultural shift. When ChatGPT first launched in 2022, 80% of the users were male. Fast forward just 2.5 years later, and that's flipped to 52% female. So this is more than a demographic change. It has implications on how the models are trained. So if we're training the models using the data that people are putting in, it might mean that there are all kinds of biases that come in with the data because of the split between male and female. So if this trend continues, maybe future AI models should be more balanced or less biased and more reflective of real world users. And honestly, that's a good thing. Though I did note in the report that they said 52% of what they called female were people who logged in using a name that was or sounded female. So yeah, but anyway, there are more females using ChatGPT than when ChatGPT first launched. So that's a good thing, right? The fifth insight that I really enjoyed is asking versus doing. So I call this the asking versus doing revelation. Here's what the data shows. 49% of people use ChatGPT to ask for guidance, and only 40% actually ask it to complete full tasks. So I know there was a lot of talk in recent months about ChatGPT is making us dumb or making us less smart because we are relying on it for all our answers and we're not thinking for ourselves. But this report actually shows that 49% of people are asking ChatGPT to guide them in decisions that they want to make, and not exactly asking it to just give them full tasks. So maybe this should calm anyone down who was worried about AI taking over jobs tomorrow. Most people aren't using it to replace their work. They're using it to be more efficient. They're using ChatGPT as an intelligent guide. It's an amplifier, not a replacement, at least for now. And now we get to the insight that should make every CEO sit up straight, or so I think. College-educated users are 30% more likely to use ChatGPT for work tasks. This is creating what I call a knowledge worker divide. So the people who are learning how to use AI at work are pulling ahead fast. Meanwhile, companies that don't train their teams are falling behind every single day. So for me, this means that if you're a business leader, you need to ask yourself, are my employees actually using AI to get better at their jobs, or are they already falling behind? And yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity to use AI in the workplace to help guide people in how they can work smarter and more efficiently. So those are my key insights from this report. So here's the big picture. AI is being used more personally than professionally. Writing dominates, but deeper business use is wide open. Search is shifting from SEO to GEO, or to AI optimization. Women are now the majority of users, according to this research from OpenAI, and AI is guiding, not replacing us yet. So the advantages are compounding fast. Those who learn now will have the edge tomorrow. So if you're a business leader or knowledge worker, the takeaway is clear. Start training your teams today, or start using AI every day for the simple tasks that you can do, and start getting ahead of the curve so that you're not left behind, but you're following on and you're stepping on ahead. So drop a comment below and tell me how you're using ChatGPT. Are you using it personally or professionally? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hey, thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next one. I'll leave you watching this video, which just goes through some of the weird and wonderful ways that people are using ChatGPT for. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again. Bye.